Welcome. Chrissy, my co-host. Hi, Julian. How are you?
Hi, Joe. I've been
Is
nervous
this
and stuff.
no? Is this what the $1 million face look like?
Don't bother with it.
No, no. None of the programs before have we spoken in millions. And when we talk about home ownership in Jamaica, we have to talk about millions. So now I understand what a
That is true.
$1 million face look like.
That is true because we have a robust real estate market right now. But that's
Robust.
a good, but that's a good thing. What I've seen over the years being in real estate is that people actually achieve more because of how the market is. So they
So,
actually set their goals and work towards it and achieve it.
so we are saying that when the market has this much uncertainty, that's when real estate is better for us to buy.
Well, there's a lot of ways to look at a deal, you know. They said shelter is human needs, and I won't lie. If I'm to look at the first quarter of my year or pre-COVID versus post-COVID, I'm actually seeing a spike. Like I'm selling so many homes, and I don't know if it is because persons were like, well, I was locked up with family. I'm definitely
Yeah,
not doing this. I want to have my
I,
own home, but we're definitely
I
selling
need to
out.
get out. I need to get out. They just need to
Well,
get
you
out.
have a lot of homes. But you know, also a lot of people are going into the box and they're thinking of new
Welcome,
business
welcome,
ideas.
Rihanna. Welcome from Kingston 20 joining us. Well, tonight we're actually going to give a proper welcome to our co-host in the normal way that we normally do it. So this is, let me hear, Julia,
Right.
say
So
something,
also,
say something. Who are you? Who are you, Julian? Who are you?
okay,
Who are
sorry
you?
guys. So I'm Julian. I'm a real estate agent.
Welcome, Pet.
Um, what?
Continue. I just welcoming some of our persons.
Okay, yes. I'm based in Kingston, Jamaica, but I sell all island, and I'm here to help everybody's needs. Simply put,
Everybody. So you mean
everybody.
I can get a property for roughly 15 million?
You can. You
Okay.
absolutely can. It depends on where, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, guys, Julian is one of the top realtor in Jamaica, simply put. And I'm not asking you that. Her track record has proven that. Need I say any more? And on her journey, what is it like to actually be one of the top agents in real estate? And you just mentioned to us, Julian, that now is one of your better times. So what make it so good for you?
Well, the truth is, we were able to
Oh, God,
see
hello again. Go again.
we were
Continue.
able to see the pandemic coming, right? So, unlike the US, we were prepared. So, so actually, we had a meeting. I'm also the chairman for ALC, and in that meeting, ALC meaning the top producers of our company and our
Okay.
CEO. And we basically strategize how is it that we're going to prepare.
Repeat. From Kingston 20 is asking you to repeat what is meant. You're the chairman for the ELC and what it is. They're
Okay,
just asking you to repeat.
so ALC means Agent Leadership Council, and it's a compilation of the top agents in our company. And for that particular meeting, we had our CEO, and we saw the pandemic coming, and we were all like worried. We didn't know what was going to happen. And I like to always take a positive and passive aggressive look on things because I
Yeah.
feel as though If it's to be, then it's up to me. That is my take on everything, right? So basically, we had a meeting and we looked at the fact that people will still be buying regardless of what's happening. Would it be a lower percentage of persons? Yes, probably.
Yeah.
That's a great possibility. Will we have inventory? Absolutely. But what we wanted to know.
Welcome, Chandler. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, guys.
Continue.
So what I wanted to know is if we usually have 100 buyers in the market with 1,000 agents out there, and now it's condensed to 10, and we still have 1,000 licensed agents.
Yeah.
How is it that I'm going to be the one agent that all 10 buyers will call and see? So basically my strategy was that. So a lot of agents started to plead the fifth from before it even got here. Like what I'm going to do now, and and them start going downward spiral.
They thought dismal times instead of a brighter time.
Right. And obviously there was a time where none of us could be on the road. So a lot of them probably just look at it for time for go play Monopoly. In that time, I still stayed aggressive. It was business as usual, whether or not I could be outside. I did the videos I can. I did the marketing. I still kept in touch with all my clients. I did what we had to do to make them know that we're ready. Let's do this. I did whatever deals to make whomever happy. We were just still doing business as usual. And through that, a lot of agents probably did pack up after COVID. But after COVID, post-COVID, the 10 people that were still in the market, I feel as though they all came my direction.
All right. Well, welcome Judith, welcome Muller. So what you're trying to say is that to be the best right now, you deal with business as usual and still make sure that you cut your strategy to continue sales.
Right. You always have to strategize and you always have to work hard. And there's just never a break. Never a break. Even if you're on vacation, it's not really vacation. You might be in a different place, but business is as usual. And I don't take day off either. Sunday to Sunday.
Well, what is funny, tonight we are actually looking at home ownership. It is still possible. The first thing our top broker is telling us in Jamaica right now is that she's selling more now in COVID than before.
That is absolutely true.
It's an interesting story. Ricky Skull, don't move. For the first time, and every single Money Matters Monday, we do something new. So we have a little giveaway tonight.
Woo!
The first person, and this comes to us by Just Right Marketing. Lovely package, very lovely. And we will be giving it away tonight to the first person that can say when we started our first Money Matters Monday, live on IG, Know Your Money Matters. The very first person that go, bam, this gift is yours. But you can only be qualified if you're in Jamaica, though, because they're not going to send it on by every one of those places.
And I want people to know that there is a lot of type of investments, right? And usually the person that is in their market and their field, you know, the best thing within their field that is to be that they should invest in. And that doesn't mean that you are an investor overall. And I can tell you, whenever I need real stock information, dollar figure information, right advice, I call Joe. Even if my broker tell me something, I have to still double check with Joe. You have to okay.
you know, guys, for persons joining from Julian's side, I am just simple Joe. And yes, I know something about the market because I've studied the market. I was also an investment advisor. So thanks, Julian, for that plug. But I have to send them also now to a licensed financial broker when it comes to since that they are not my
I
friends.
know,
So I
but you
can
do
tell
it
my
for
friends.
free. Like, you do it for the
I will
love.
do it for
It look
free.
like you make a bag of money off of the deal the other day and not tell me no, Joe.
No, that's a secret. That's a secret. Look, look. Persons, persons who are familiar with the whole YouTube channel and thing would have realized that we spoke about it. Sometime in April we started. You have to give me the date, Mullah Sprata, and the gift is yours. I have to get the date. I need the date.
This
Can't
Sandy
sometime in April.
Properties telling you there.
Huh?
Sandy Properties giving you some answers. Mula
Wait,
Sparta, Jody
Sandy.
Chin.
Well, Jody Chin, where are you? I am not sure if you're in Jamaica, Jody Chin. So while we figure out where Jody Chin is, right? So Julian, what we want to know at this time, right?
Yeah.
With the persons prospecting to buy a home, these younger persons, right?
Yes.
What are the ways that they should even begin to figure out how they can acquire a home? It's even 5 step, 4 steps.
Our current administration really made it a lot easier for our first-time owners, homeowners, to own a property, because it really now only takes 5% deposit to start a transaction. But okay,
5%.
you have your 5%.
5%.
5%. Obviously, every vendor, and a vendor is the homeowner, might require something else. But if you work with a good agent, they'll negotiate on your part to allow them to accept the 5%, because you only need 5% to get the document stamped at the stamp office.
Okay, so it means a deposit is much easier now, because you only 5%
10 to 15%.
Okay.
So that's a big drop there. And then the second step is you talk to your bank, and if they're able to give you a 95% pre-qualification letter, then you're good to go. You need to be pre-qualified so that there's no surprises for you. You know exactly the amount that you can go to market with. You know what your monthly payments will look like. You know how long it will take for you to complete the loan. You know what your commitment fees and so on is. So there's no surprise. It means that you're now ready to talk to an agent and find your property. So if you have your deposit and your pre-qual letter, it's time to start looking at what you have in mind, what you can get for the money that you have to spend.
So you need a budget. You need a budget now. You need a budget.
So the pre-qual basically is your budget.
Okay.
Although some people decide to spend less than what they're qualified for, because they also look at what their monthly payments will look like. So you now you talk to an agent, and I think one of the greatest challenges that I face as an agent now is because the house prices, I would say, increase like up to 20% annually. People have in mind what they want, and the money not necessarily will get there. And it's hard for them to adjust to say, well, I'll start here based on what I can afford now, and I'll grow onto what it is that I really want. They just want to get what they really want all at once, and they don't have the money. So
that mean what you're saying, Julian, is that they need to be realistic into exactly the purchase bracket.
Right. So realistic is one thing, but it also, what homeowners or new homeowners need to know is all they need to do is to get in. So even though it's not exactly what you dream of, you just need to get into the market. Once you
Melissa, June 22nd. So this beautiful package, courtesy of Just Right Marketing, is yours. They have a lot of stuff. You can hook them up on their page, follow them, Just Right. So it is yours. We actually started our first Money Matters Monday, the 22nd of June. There you
go. So yeah, once you're in the market, once you've already owned a home, it's easier to own a second home, or it's easier to sell that property and get a higher price property. Once you're in
Okay.
the game, you can win the game. But if you're every year you hold off and say next year I might find what I'm looking for, next year I might, it keep going up 20% more on you, and your chances of even getting what you were going to get last year that you didn't really like, you can't even get that anymore.
So you are saying that delaying is not an option. If you make up your mind, you get your prequal, you get your prequel, you know your budget, you take a realistic position as to where you want to get this property and the bracket, then you go out there and get an agent like you to find it for you.
Absolutely. And then another thing is you can't overthink it either.
You
So
must have
you
to
look
get
at a
started.
property,
Thank you,
like
Julie.
it, you know you're going to buy it, and then you say, I'm going to sleep on it, and then you call your agent next week to say, well, I think I'm going to take the property. The truth is, it's gone. The property is
But
gone.
Julian, oh, my co-host tonight is Julian, one of our top realtor in Jamaica. Welcome all to another night of Money Matters Monday. And Julian is looking on home ownership. It is a possibility right now, especially for younger persons. But they say two income is better than one.
Mm-hmm. And that's a trend right now as well.
A trend. But what happened is that a law just passed last week where they will charge married men can be charged for raping their wives. So I believe that, just a minute, I believe that they're going to be less joint income to go buy houses. That is my belief. Because men might don't want to marry now because they don't want to be charged. I don't know, and I just put it out there. The law just passed. So
well, I don't think a wife would charge her husband if it's not so, because all right, two of them put together buy a house, now him get locked up, who going to help her with the mortgage?
All right, okay, good point then. So no, I had to plug that. I had to plug that, because we need so one income, you might need another income to balance the mortgage payment, and that's why you have a husband or a wife or stuff like that. Because we want it to be as real. We keep Money Matters Mondays real. And it's a real situation.
As a matter of fact, people are trying to make the relationship work so bad because them just want to get the house.
Okay, so marriage and relationship working to have a bigger pool to buy property is very good. The side man will...
Another trend that I noticed in real estate now for new home purchasers, everybody wants brand new.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You were, yeah, go ahead, Julian.
Sorry. So everybody wants new construction. That's a new trend. Like, I don't get it. Everybody's like, they want new construction. They want nothing old. Or
but you have to start
nothing that nobody has lived in before.
No, but your first home is not necessarily your dream home. You just need a start, as you said before.
New construction, you wouldn't even imagine. So let's say that there is an older unit in, let's say, Ligoni, right? So Ligoni would be like an area of choice. And let's say the older house in Ligoni is selling for 22 million for a 2-bedroom. This is just hypothetically speaking. But down by, let's say somewhere down Kingston 19 off Red Hills Road, there's something selling for like 24 million, 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
They'd prefer to go to Red Hills Road for the brand new construction, just for the new construction.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, they're coming like you have another twist to that too, because somebody at the same time might have a budget, can only buy a 1-bedroom then, and would rather try to go buy a 2-bedroom when they can't afford it. So why never take the better thing up there instead of go for the new construction down ready? So I kind of understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Bar, welcome Kim Samson. You are free to welcome your persons because we are co-hosts. It's not me alone. So welcome your people. You know who is joining from
Hi,
your
all
side.
my people. I see
So
Mariah in here, Unique.
what is wrong with
D-Mobile.
wanting? Hold on.
It's
What is wrong in wanting the newer construction? What Julian is saying is that
Lexi.
Julian,
Yes, baby.
Julian,
Mm-hmm.
the person is asking, let me go back, is asking what is wrong with wanting the newer construction, but you just give the reason. You're getting a better buy up legally than going for the newer construction and readies. Team keep.
Right. So that's exactly what I was saying. Nothing is wrong with wanting a newer construction. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. So for example, this literally happened. Like a lady, she was getting the opportunity to get something in New Kingston, right? And the New Kingston option was a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
And she was willing to settle for a 1-bedroom in Red Hills because it's new construction.
It's new construction. She wants to be the first person in the home. All right.
And also, might I add, she might be renting that property because she can't even afford to live in there because, you know, she wanted to pay back the mortgage.
Okay.
So that's
So
a
what
real situation. And I just couldn't see eye to eye with it.
All right. So what we are saying, because you're making such a big purchase, the emotions weigh more into the purchase than the reality. That's pretty much what I'm getting tonight.
And right now, it's also it's kind of which is a good thing. It is kind of a swag to buy house right now. So it's you know, like probably like how people used to buy cars and that used to be a quote unquote hype. I think right now to own a house is the real hype. So everybody wants to say, oh, brand new. Brand new. Like brand new.
All right. Could it be that she might be considering repairs? Okay. What Jody is saying that probably the repairs on the place was more than the price of the new development, why she went for the new development. Because we are here to learn. We want to know how new ownership feels.
So basically, basically everything will get old after a while, right? An old unit in Red Hills cannot compare to an old unit in New Kingston. Point blank. Because you're not looking at just today or tomorrow. For the particular unit that you looked at, it was newly renovated. So it wasn't a situation where there was any repairs or anything like that.
All right.
However, let's say there needed to be repairs. I have a friend that is actually on this live right now. She bought a not brand new unit in Dillsbury. That's Dillsbury, Jackson, right?
Yes.
Pricey. No, she got it at a great price. But she could have said, well, you know what? I prefer to have a brand new unit up in down Manningsville Road. I'll take a 1-bedroom down by
equity is important.
That would not have been a smart move, you know, and the investment is working well for her.
Okay. So when is there a difference when your clients say to you, I am looking at property for investment rather than I wanted to live into? Is there a different mindset, makeup, how they go about it?
Absolutely. And I'm happy to help and advise them how that works. So for example, right now, a lot of properties have restrictions with Airbnb. Okay. So if it is really, so if it is that you're going to be doing Airbnb, I wouldn't I wouldn't advise you on a property that have some sort of restrictions as to what can be done. So first and foremost, that's my first question. What is your plan for the property? What is it
So
that you
how
want?
would they know? How would they know that the property carry restrictions?
So it's usually in the bylaws. So we as agents would know.
Okay, okay. So you
Right.
need an agent when you're buying a place. That's what you are saying. An
That
agent
is
matter.
a fact. That is a fact. So I would ask them, what is it that you want? Even if they look at me and say, Julian, I wanted the long term, I can't bother with Airbnb, I would still advise them to get a property that is flexible for both because situations can change and you don't want to be restricted. However, if it
Okay.
is that they're going to be living in the property, then I would definitely introduce them to a property that have such things in their covenants or in their agreements, because clearly you don't necessarily want to see strange faces every day that you go home. It doesn't give you a sense of security. So there's something for everybody in the market.
So what I'm getting from you, which I really never know before, I have my money. I never really thought I need to check a realtor to find out if a property is restricted from Airbnb and all of that. So your suggestion tonight is when you're trying to get a property, even if it's cash you're using to buy it, try just knock it with a realtor just to find out something more if you're not in that field. Young persons on this
Absolutely. I
live.
mean, there are so many reasons why I would say people should consult with realtors. The list could go on and on. And before we started this live and we were talking about how long we will be on, you were saying, boy, Julian, a conversation can really get wild. And there's just so many layers to this. For example, if you're not necessarily from an area, what do you know to be good? You know, waterfront properties is excellent and beachfront properties are excellent. You're not from an area and somebody's call you and say, Joe, I have a deal for you. 44 acres of
Just any
waterfront
realtor, get
property.
Julie on your team. I'm
So,
going to come back.
and
I'm
then
going to come back.
and you're not going to
to-
consult with an agent because they're going to say, Joe, this is an excellent deal. The property is worth 90 million, but I'm giving it to you for 30 million. And you're going to say, boy, this is amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you check it out, the property, the water, the area is like a no-go. It's just pure rocks. The water have silt. It's always deep. It's always choppy out there. So you can't park a yacht like you're thinking in your mind out there. And you wouldn't attract purchasers out there if it is that you wanted to do a development with said land, you know? But probably if you had consulted with somebody, but sometimes the way how people bring a deal to you, feel like you don't even want people to hear about it. Because you feel like somebody will take it from you. But really and truly, find somebody that you trust, talk about it before you just dive in.
Okay. Important lessons, guys. Tonight, we are learning and understanding the whole business of real estate and home ownership. We want to know at the end of the day, can Jamaicans now afford home ownership based on the escalation in prices? But what Julian is saying to us is that, remember, you have reduced the amount of deposit you can pay, because instead of 15 and 10, you now only need 5% deposit, down payment. So finding the money at the get-go is
And,
at the
you know, we don't give ourselves as much credit as we should, because I'm telling you, these young people, they're coming out. Like, my people are doing so well. I'm so proud of everybody. People are doing so well in their jobs and their businesses. Like, I could give you stories on top of stories. I had a particular girl call me, young lady, and she was like, hey, I want a property. And I was like, for purchase or rent? So she was like, what are you talking about? For rent? I can't afford a house. You know? And then we had a conversation. I was like, don't ever say that. And I told her how to go about it. And she went ahead. She bought a 1-bedroom from there. And she was like, she can't believe the house she was renting, it came up for sale. She bought that. She sold the one back. Then she buys something for like so much money. Like, I can't even believe our hustle. And as I said, all you have to do is start. All you have to do is get in there. And once you get in there, everything else is so easy. The first time you go to the bank, them ask you for so much things. It's so hard. It's so annoying. You wonder if you're even going to get through this transaction. But always talk to your agent. They usually know everybody that needs to be known. They'll talk you through it. They'll let you know that you're not the only person that went through this situation. Okay, so that you feel calmer in spirit. But you see, after that first transaction, after that, everything's a breeze.
Co-host Julian, you are saying people's mental state is preventing them from acquiring property because they think it is too hard. So, from tomorrow, they're going to hook you up, give them your number, and they're going to find out how can they move along, but they need to source the deposit. What about their credit? What about their credit rating?
Well, credit is now becoming a real thing in Jamaica. Our system is not 100% yet, but I really haven't met anybody that had such a terrible credit that they can't get anything and they're doing well in their personal lives because the credit system has just been implemented, you know, and I'm sure that they have credit forgiveness. Just talk to your banker, figure out how is it that you can get credit forgiveness, how you can tidy up and plan ahead. Even if it is not something that's going to happen this year, still work at it from now to achieve it for next year. So your bank might say, well, all you have to give us is X amount of money and then you'll be good. Don't say, all right, then next year when I go look at house, I go sort that out. No, do it now. And then you start the process of pre-approval or whatever else they might ask you for.
So you're saying your preparation phase should start way ahead. So you know you want to buy something 2 years down the road. Don't wait till 2 years down. Start to plan. Put your budget. Know where you want to buy it. Have an idea.
Great opportunity too is in new construction, right off plan. I always tell people this. So let's say you have your deposit and you have some things to sort out. Put down your deposit, select your house, your unit. Usually construction take 2 years to complete.
Yes.
That's the time when your balance is due. You have 2 years to sort out yourself.
Okay.
2 years.
Wow. No, I thought Julian, because we are talking millions, because there's no house for 10,000 Jamaican or 100,000 Jamaican. Only if we're talking US, you can find one for 100,000 US. So I believe talking millions tonight in Jamaican dollars, I would be, you know, all a little bit kind of depressed on thing, but I am excited. I'm very, very excited right now to know that young persons can take your advice, find out where the new construction is going, find out what is the deposit, get to the developer, get to the realtor, and start to put a plan in place to acquire that house. It doesn't have to be the 10-bedroom that you want to buy down the road, but you can start with the 1-bedroom, start with the 2-bedroom. I am telling you.
And trust me, you feel like you're waiting for a house 2 years, you're not waiting. Because remember, it's like even agents, a lot of people don't know this, but we have to wait that 2 years to get paid too.
Right. Okay.
Right? And trust me, the time blow up so fast. Like, just do what you have to do.
Okay. So Julian, co-host, what I want you to do at this stage then, you are so knowledgeable. And we are being entertained. I want you on a step-by-step basis. How can someone be like you, not knowing anything about real estate, get on the program, and how they go about it? Because somebody...
Let me tell you, I'm always happy to help, and I feel inspired because a lot of people that I know, people that are close to me, people that have known me, they've seen my growth, they've seen what I'm doing out here, and they've decided to do real estate. That to me is testament to say, well, I'm actually doing something that's worthwhile and makes sense. Because if I wasn't doing well or a great job, they wouldn't be inspired as to doing the same thing. So you can always reach out to me. You can call the real estate board. The real estate board now has its own institute. You do the course, you get licensed, you call me, you call KW. We have the best training right now. Tell them that Julian said this is a company for you. We're happy to have everybody, and we believe in growth and we believe in helping, and that's it. Like, reach out to me if you have any questions. Call KW if you have any questions. Call the real estate board. It's very easy. Get going. To get the license is the easy part. To actually do the job is the hard part. So you need to be under the wings of great people that will show you the right way. And I welcome everybody.
So you're saying to enter this exciting field, they just call real estate board, they do a course, then they get to a coach or a mentor who will mentor them through
the process. Then join a real estate company after being licensed. But I'm saying the preferred real estate company is KW.
Okay. All right, but is it costly to get on this program, this course? Is it a lot of money? Because it's millions, people make millions from real estate. So do you have to pay millions to get in?
You know what? I'm going to tell you exactly what somebody told me before I did the course. I don't know what it is now to do the course, but when I asked, because usually course are like some like a 20 grand or whatever. When I heard what it was at the time, I was like, why is it so expensive? And they were like, well, how much would you have to pay if you were going to get a degree and whatever? And I was like, whoa, that's probably millions. And they were like, well, basically, you're getting a career for just this much and you're going to make ton loads of money. Like, it's more than worth it.
What is important in what you just said, co-host? They're making a career. Don't measure your career by the investment you put in to get that career. So this conversation is just more than home ownership. No, it is also telling you invest in your career. I'm cutting you. On that note, I just want to say tonight, Just Right gave us this to give away. They have been a loyal follower. Thank you, Just Right. Hook them up. IG them. You know what to do. All right? Yep. Continue my idea. So you're making an investment. Don't watch the money that you're making in an investment in yourself. To join a career, you have people to guide you, like my co-host. And I'm happy that you're volunteering.
You always should be learning, and you keep good people in your corner, like Joe. Like, I always look to him for advice, business-wise, like, seriously. And once you have good mentors, then you're on your way. Trust me, you can't not by yourself.
Welcome, Jambex. Welcome, Mac. You take some of those names from me now, co-host.
Jam Vixen. Last to Desire. Alex Stewart. Hi, guys.
All right. Tonight, again, I want to tell you, we are looking at home ownership. Is it a reality? We also get to understand that there is a new setup. 5% deposit is required. Outside of the 5% deposit, try and buy from the construction stage. And the construction stage, you mean from the just breaking ground, right? Right, Julie? Yeah. You're just breaking ground.
Absolutely. And also, why do you need our agent to do that? For example, I put my name on the line when it is that I introduce people to new construction, because there are so much risk that's involved in that. I really would want to put an investor, when I say investor, purchasers, money at risk, to say, well, they've made their deposit, now what? You want to know that you're going to be dealing with a reputable developer and know what type of character he has, and that the agent can stand behind that developer.
Okay.
Hi,
okay.
Daniel. Craig.
So once the agent actually comes behind the transaction, it means that it gets the various approval throughout the system now, and it's time that you can put your money in the ground before
Because
Okay.
I can tell you, I do a lot of developments, but I also don't do a lot of developments. Um, because at the same time, I have to make sure that I have my client's best interest at heart. I'd prefer they go to another agent rather than to put them on to somebody that I'm not certain about. Because even though I'm not the one that took their money, I'd feel so terrible if something like that happened to them.
Yes, 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 yes. All right. So what advice would you have then, Julian, for persons then wanting to join this field? I asked you how they go about it, but do you have an
Now
advice to
that they
say?
have gone about it, what's the advice?
Yes.
The advice is just to stick with it, right? You can't give up, no matter how hard it seems, because there is a lot of pitfalls. There is rewards too, but there is also a lot of pitfalls. You have to stay motivated, and you just have to be determined, relentless, and work hard. Like, that is it. Like, you have to be aggressive. You can't be afraid to hear no. Just today I was telling my team, which I'm going to be launching a team, guys. I was telling my team a story about
Break it. No, man. Know your money matters and know your money matters Monday. It's all breaking news that take place. So break it, man. Break it. We have 5 more minutes. So break it. Break the news right here. Live.
Right, so you will see me rolling out a team shortly. It means that other agents in KW that will be working alongside me, and that I'll be able to serve a wider audience. So every single body will definitely be able to be assisted, and people that are like-minded and kind and honest and are aggressive and ready to serve. You can look out for them soon. Soon.
So it's more a mentorship role now you're gone to with that and launching that team.
Well, yes, because definitely I am imparting knowledge, but also I want to be able to serve a wider audience, because I notice more and more people want more and more of me, and I don't like to tell people no. So I'm finding more ways to tell everybody yes.
Oh, beautiful. That you gave about 4 qualities of a top realtor a while ago. For the purpose of persons just joining, I want you to give it again. You must be determined. You must be what? Relentless. You must be what?
Hardworking. You must believe in God. God first, because trust me, when you go through certain things in this industry, only God can help you out. So yes, you definitely need God. But yeah, don't be afraid of hearing no. I was telling a story to the people in my team about a situation, because people can look at you and say, don't be afraid to hear no, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm not afraid to hear no. So I was telling them that a developer of mine asked me to go and check out a lot for him, right? I'm all ready to buy. He just need me to go check out the vendors or the prospects. I went to the door, called out, the lady came out.
Yes, Kim Thompson. Continue.
So the lady came out, right? So I was like, hi, I introduced myself, and I was like, I was just wondering if you might be interested in selling. The lady's response to me is, you favor fool.
No.
Me look like me to sell you my property. So obviously a lot of people probably would have just bad.
So realtors
just gone up. I stood there and I smiled and I said, well, I don't want to buy your property. I want to know if you want to sell your property. I'm a realtor. I can get it sold for you. She said, but I know a lot of people. Why I need you to sell my property? You favor fool.
And it never fears you. It never fears you.
Never fears me.
Your confidence is so high.
For about another 20 minutes, I spoke to the lady, to me and her twin friend. Like she couldn't believe that me never run with gumball, right? She couldn't believe. Well, you know, and it's just that type of determination. It's just that type of willpower we just need.
Willpower. So what realtors need is willpower to stay the course. You see, one of the beautiful thing about Money Matters Monday is that right now we're having a conversation and we're talking about an industry with millions, but yet it is so simple to show how you can be a homeowner, and especially at this time, how also persons can join the realtor team by, you know, just exercising something, but you have to have the gut, you have to have the courage to take it on, because you're going to hear a lot of no, and you have to wait 2 years for a sale before you get paid. I don't know anywhere else that you have to wait 2 years to get paid. I don't want that job. I don't want that job. I lift my hand to persons in the real estate business. 2 years to get paid? Not for me. Not for me. So we have roughly 2 minutes to go.
I'm just grateful for everybody that joined. Thank you so much. And I was actually very nervous, and I was like, "What is Joe want me to come to know, God?" But it wasn't bad at all. Like me and you having our regular conversations.
You're one of the top in the country. How can I not invite you?
I know, but I'm also one of the shyest people in the world.
Followers, don't believe a word. Everything she has said so far is true, except what you just said. Except what you just said. But so what we are saying and what we have been convinced about tonight, Julian, is that ownership is not out of the reach of Jamaicans right now, because there are many ways and we have not yet started to explore the ways.
Thanks, Melissa. And thank you, Joe, for having me. We should do this again.
So say for them to hear. Home ownership is not out of the reach.
It's very easy. If you can't follow these steps, just call me. I'm happy to go over it anytime. And I'm happy to help you hook you up on the best attorneys, the best mortgage officers, the best everything. We're ready to go. So just call me. And even if you know that you're not ready and you just want to know what are the steps, still call me. I'm happy to help.
Thank you. I can't pronounce the words because I'm not seeing too well, but I can hear well. So, great discussion. Thank you. And we have to end it here tonight. Catch us next week. Remember, hook us up again on YouTube. You will find great content there. Jody, do you have a way?
Jody. The link is in my bio.
Okay. So Jody is interested in properties. I have to get a commission. Do I get a commission?
Absolutely, Joe.
Absolutely.
On Friday.
We have a drink. We're talking about millions and all you want to do is give me a drink. Goodbye. Thanks, guys, for joining. We'll catch you again. Thanks, everyone. Next week, Monday night, you don't know who will be on. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.